I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today to hear what we have to say about a very important issue and a crisis that's in this country. I know that there's so many issues that you're all concerned about because there's a lot going on to attract you and to have you cover. But I'd like to say, first of all, good afternoon to everyone, and again, thank you for coming. As we come together during this year's Democratic Issues Conference, committee Democrats are here today to sound the alarm on our nation's worsening affordable housing and homelessness crisis. Nationwide, there's a shortage of 14 million homes for rent or purchase, creating mounting affordability pressures. As a result, a record number of renters and homeowners are paying a greater share of their income on housing than ever before. That means that it's much over 30%. You're talking about 50% of income now that may be going for housing. Meanwhile, over 650,000 people are experiencing homelessness on any given night in the United States, as millions more are just one crisis away from becoming homeless themselves. So let's be very clear. It doesn't have to be this way. Unfortunately, for far too long, federal spending on housing has lagged behind growing need among families. In fact, since 2019, the federal government has spent less than 1% of the entire federal budget on housing. This is absolutely unacceptable. The good news is Democrats really do care about housing. That's why when I was chair of the Housing Financial Services Committee, the last Congress, we worked closely with President Biden to draft the housing bill, the title of which was Build Back Better. The Build Back Better Act that would have invested over $150 billion in fair and affordable housing. While House Democrats passed the bill in short order, the Senate unfortunately did not, and housing investments were stripped from what became the Inflation Reduction Act that passed last year. So yes, we're disappointed that housing has continually been left on the cutting room floor, but this president and committee Democrats have not given up, and we're going to finish the job when it comes to affordable housing, while extreme MAGA Republicans continue their efforts to defund federal housing programs and seem to be more concerned with kissing up to the twice impeached, 4 times criminally indicted former President Trump than they are with housing their own communities, where